It's 80s Sunday in Subz at Rob's Vintage Video. I got a wicked movie for you and a killer sub. Check it out. What's happening, Tapeoids? Today's 80s movie is none other than the epic tale of Gary and Wyatt in Weird Science, starring Kelly LeBrock as Lisa, Anthony Michael Hall as Gary, Elin Michael Smith as Wyatt, Robert Downey Jr. as Ian, and Bill Paxton as Chet, directed by John Hughes. And there's a bunch of other cool actors in it too. This was released August 4th, I think it was, in 1985. This is an awesome movie. As usual, I'm not going to dive too deep into the story in case you haven't seen it yet, but Gary and Wyatt are a couple of losers who use 80s tech and some makeshift voodoo chants to create a super hot fantasy chick named Lisa. Lisa's empowered with some 80s magic that lets her have anything she wants, and she uses that magic to lead Gary and Wyatt out of loserdom. So this is my favorite 80s movie of the decade, maybe even of all time. When I was young watching this movie, I was glued to the screen. I loved every aspect of it. The 80s tech, the weird science, the amazing woman that they made, the underdog story, and the bullies getting theirs in the end. All the characters are super likable. The villains really pull off a creep factor. But when it's written by John Hughes, that's what movies do, right? So I highly recommend this movie. It's probably one of the best that 80s has to offer. And I think you should watch it if you haven't already. So now, let's get on with the sub. So today we're going to be scoffing down a 14-inch Maestro from Pizza Nino's. The Maestro is in fresh baked bread that they make there like a pizza dough. And they stuff it with 3 different kinds of meats: Italian sausage, steak, and pepperoni. It's fried with green peppers, onions, and mushrooms with melted cheese, and they garnish it off with lettuce and tomato. This sub is a monster. It's insane. I can never finish one. You can feed 2-3 people with this sub. This is heavier than a baby's shitty diaper. So if you like the subs and you like the movies, hit the like button, subscribe, leave me a comment on what you think and what movies you'd like to see. And I'm going to catch you next time on 80s Sundays and Subs. Later, Tapeoids.